This video will walk you through how to use your OneDrive account, apps, and open a file in SPSS. So we're going to start in the eCourseware course home. We're going to navigate to Content and then find SPSS assignments. In here, you'll see a couple of Getting Started files along with your data file that we'll be using, and then the assignments 1 through 4. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to download the Stats1 running file. So we'll click the drop down arrow next to it and click download. At this point, you will either get a pop-up menu that asks you where you want to download this file to on your computer, or it might automatically download the file to your downloads folder. This is a user-specific setting, and you will need to look at the settings on your computer to figure out how your downloads work. So I'm going to download it into my downloads folder. I'm not going to change the title, and I'm going to hit save. At this point, I want to open Getting Started with OneDrive. This file will walk you through what OneDrive is, as well as how to log in, how to link your University of Memphis Kumo account to it, and how to upload a file. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to log into Office 365. So you can simply click the link in the PDF file, and we're going to sign in. You'll enter your full University of Memphis email address along with your password. If it's your first time logging into your account, you might get some setup menus. Just click through those, but eventually you'll get to your main menu here. Now you're going to click OneDrive, which is at the top under a cloud. If it takes you to your Outlook account, which sometimes it might, all you need to do is click the 9-grid dot icon up here and select OneDrive. If this is your first time using it, this is going to be blank for you. You have no files that are currently uploaded to your OneDrive. Right now, we're going to upload that Stats1 running file. So we'll click the drop-down menu next to the Upload button, and we'll want to say Files. And then we're going to go figure out where we put our original file. If you remember, I put mine in my Downloads folder, and it's my Stat1 running file. And I click Open, and it will take a couple of seconds. And once it's uploaded, you'll see uploaded one item to documents. And if you scroll down, or if it's your only thing, you'll see your stats1.sav running file. The next thing we're going to do is go back to that Getting Started with OneDrive file. And we need to link our account through Kumo. What this does is it lets the software system that we'll be using for class, SPSS, to find and access files in your OneDrive account. This step only needs to be done one time. So you'll click Kumo for U of M, and it will take you here. You'll need to log in, so click the green login button. It may or may not prompt you to enter your username and password. If it does, go ahead and do that, the same as you would do to log into eCourseware. If not, it will take you directly to this screen. You'll click the drop-down arrow next to OneDrive for Business - the University of Memphis, and click the green Authorize button. At this point, you'll see a green check mark. That means that you have authorized Kumo to access your OneDrive for Business at the University of Memphis. You can now close that tab in your browser. Now we'll use U of M apps to access SPSS. So go ahead and open the file called Getting Started with UM Apps. It's going to walk you through this process. Click Go to UM Apps. That will take you to a screen for your login. You'll enter your University of Memphis username and password. Do not enter @memphis.edu and click Login. When you get to the Citrix Receiver screen, you'll click Use HTML5 version down here, and it will likely take you to the Apps tab. Here at the top, you see there's a Desktops, Apps, and Home tab. The Apps tab, you'll scroll down and find IBM SPSS Statistics 26. All of these icons are applications that the University of Memphis provides you to use, and so you have access to them. Things like Photoshop, SPSS, Adobe, Access, those are all located in here, and as a University of Memphis student, you have access. If you did not get this screen when you logged in, You'll want to now go to the drop-down menu, go to Account Settings, change Citrix Receiver, and then it will prompt you, and you again just click HTML5 version, go back to your apps, and find SPSS. Go ahead and click SPSS Statistics 26. This process to connect may take a couple of minutes, just be patient. And you're welcome to IABM SPSS Statistics will open. At this point, you're going to want to click Open Another File, and your Open menu will pop up. You want to select the drop-down arrow and find OneDrive for Business. Click that, and this is all of the files that are located in your OneDrive account. So you'll see our stats1 running.sav file, and click Open. This is what SPSS looks like. You will have two different files that are open on your computer now. One is your data file, and one is your output file, which is mostly blank at this point. We'll look at our data file for now. We have two different tabs that set up very similarly to an Excel file in that there are rows and columns and cells where all of your data is stored. Here we have ID, that's our participant ID, their sex, whether they're male or female, their age category, whether they're over 40 or under 40, their run 1 time, and their run 2 time. And then we can see in our variable view, this gives us information about each of those variables. We've got our ID, which is our participant ID is the label, and it's on a nominal scale of measure. We have our sex, which is still labeled sex. We have our values where 0 is female and 1 is male. It's also on a nominal scale of measure. We have our age category, where the full title is age category for the 10K race. Again, we can see that 0 is under 40 and 1 is over 40, and it's an ordinal scale of measure. Run 1 and Run 2 are very similar. They're reported to 2 decimal points. Our labels are distance of Run 1 prior to training and distance of Run 2 after the training program, and we can see that they are on continuous scales of measure. Once we run an analysis, like descriptive statistics or t-tests, our output file will be where the results of those analyses are shown. So this is a descriptive statistics just for the age category, and we can see that the information that we have for our data set is shown here. At this point, you'll want to export your output so that you can upload it to the Dropbox. You'll click File, Export. I suggest you save it as a PDF. You can save it as a Word, but PDF works a little bit better. So click PDF, give it a new name. You can click Browse, but essentially what it's going to do is it's going to put this output file where your original data file was found. So for us, that's going to put it in your OneDrive account. And then click OK. It's going to export it. If we go back over to our OneDrive account, we can now see that there is an output test file PDF. And if we click it, it looks exactly like our analysis and our output in SPSS. So at this point, I would just download this and save it to my computer, and then from that point, I'll have the file to upload wherever I need. If you have any issues with any of the software systems that we just went through, SPSS, OneDrive, U of M Apps, or Outlook, and Office 365, or Kumo, you can contact the University of Memphis Help Desk. They're open from 8 a.m. till midnight every day. Other than that, please refer back to the Getting Started files, as they will provide all the links to the locations that we just went to.